Cool. So I wanted to talk about one more thing,
Yeah.
trading related.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And this was one thing I realized is something that people don't take into account,
Mhm.
right? Which is one, the tax implications,
Yeah.
and two, the brokerage charges.
Yeah.
Right. So when you actually, when I started off, right, I had no self control. So there were days when I had like 5, 6, 7 trades, and I mean, obviously, when you look at it, looking at back at the day, you see like, okay, you know what, I lost like some X amount,
Yeah.
which is cool. But then you get the margin statement the next day, and you realize that it's like 1.5 times more. And
But is it that much more?
I mean, I recently lost like a total of like some $2,000,
Hmm.
and my margin came out to be like 3,200.
Okay.
Like total
Right,
was
right,
like
right,
3,200.
right.
So I mean, the more number of trades you do, and especially
Yes.
like the quantity and all of that.
Yeah.
So like, talk to me about that. Like, were
Yeah.
you expecting it? Was that like, had you factored it? Like, because I am yet to do that.
Yeah. Great thought, man. Great thought. Actually, when I initially started, that's something I didn't factor. I'm like, yeah, must be some small
Yeah.
charge. But yeah, so what could happen at times, right? So, like, you don't see things in terms of percentages, initially at least. Now I've switched to seeing things in percentages. So when you don't see percentages, you're like, hey, I need to make, let's say, 2,000 rupees profit. And when you make 2,000 rupees profit, you'll realize that, hey,
Yeah.
they cut 1,000 from it,
Yeah.
okay? So it's like damn annoying initially. And to an amateur trader, it's very painful to see. I
Yeah.
had that as well.
Like, I still don't go through my margin statements.
Yeah. So it's painful because on each trade you're being charged a certain, especially in options trading, you have a
Yeah.
fixed charge per lot. So you're going to lose a certain fixed charge. But the moment you switch to sort of seeing it in terms of percentages, right, you'll see it. Like, for example, I have now mentally accepted that on a day of trading, on a day of heavy trading, I'm going to lose 0.5%. 0.5% is a lot. But I'm accounting for, let's say, 5% profit on a certain day. So I'm like, okay, 5 minus, let's say, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, in that range I'll lose. I'll finally get 4.6, 4.7, which is great in a day. So, but yeah, like, you will lose that amount. And if you're earning small amounts, the moment you're earning, let's say, 1%,
Yeah.
Now
it
you're
eats into your entire profit.
you
Yeah.
unfortunately, like, you're giving away a good chunk of your profit. So
Yeah.
yes, then you have to actively sort of seek to maximize the profit that you can make, and you have to look at those bigger numbers in terms of gaining bigger.
Yeah.
So initially that was pretty bad to see, but yeah. And one more thing is, nobody does the exploration on how to lower your margins,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
A lot of people would use, maybe, I don't know, Zerodha or something. Zerodha has higher
Yeah.
brokerage margins and everything else, okay? Because they're a premium service, right? The moment you switch to maybe something else, I'm talking only about options trading. I think Zerodha is the best product out there, in my opinion. But if you're talking about options trading, there are so many other brokers which offer services at a much lower rate. Although their experience may not be as superior as compared to Zerodha. It'll be pretty average. But the money you save, so once you master your art and you switch to another broker, you can really save some money.
So which broker do you use?
I use Angel mostly. Angel
Okay.
broking, yeah.
So like, to me, Zerodha is kind of the standard, right?
Yeah.
Especially because of their what's that website called? Where they have all the information. I'm forgetting the name.
Console.
No. They have that
Varsity.
entire course, right?
Yeah. So Zerodha, Varsity.
Varsity, yeah.
Yeah, you're referring to Varsity.
Varsity.
So, like, I am a huge fan of Zerodha, okay? Like, I loved it. When I got into trading like 3 years ago or so, when I initially made an account, I was like floored. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, because I recall seeing my dad or me, working with some traditional companies where the brokerages are heavy. So they really transformed the industry, and
Yeah.
like as traders, all traders owe a lot of like gratitude
Yeah,
to Zerodha.
Definitely.
Like, I love Zerodha, but yes, their rates are still on the higher side. But the product, the service, and
But
everything,
it's very reliable.
it's extremely reliable.
Yeah.
The communication, they're so advanced.
I remember just on Friday or Thursday. When did the markets close? Friday, right?
Friday.
Yeah. No. It shut down in the middle sometime.
Oh, Wednesday.
Wednesday, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they were sending you push notifications.
Yeah.
And keeping everyone up to date.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think they're so like, I would say they're like such a startup, right? Typical startup in terms of enabling knowledge, right? They actually, at a very low cost, I think some $2,000 or something, they give you their APIs.
Oh.
So you can actually code if you're like good at coding. I'm not a developer. I wouldn't know how to do it. But let's say developers can basically pick up there's these code snippets and they can automate the buy sell of orders.
Oh yeah.
This feature exists.
I've always wanted to get into algorithm, but yeah, it's incredible what they're doing,
Yeah.
and like it's crazy. But
Yeah.
talk to me about the tax implications as well,
Yeah.
because for people, for context, right? Let's say so we get margins for buying whatever, which basically means that if something is worth like $100, we get to buy or sell it for like a fraction of that.
Correct.
But when you actually show it to like the income tax department, you show it as the entire amount for the buy and the sell. At least in equity, that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
So if let's say I'm buying Asian Paints for like $2,000, it'll the total I don't know what to call it, but like the total business income would be 2,000 buy, 2,000 sell, so total is 4,000.
Yes.
And you increase the quantity, and that amount keeps on increasing. So like, how have you thought about the tax process of it,
See,
or the tax
honestly-
side of it?
Honestly, I'm not aware enough to talk about this. But I'll tell you some things which probably most people don't know, right? Is that let's say you're trading year one and you lost 50,000 rupees, hypothetically, right? If you come in on year two and you earned 1.5 lakhs, you will have to pay tax on only 1 lakh.
Really, I didn't know
Yes,
that.
yes. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So this is something again probably amateur traders will not be aware of.
Okay.
So what they do is whatever your loss that accumulates, you can first of all reduce your tax on it. So technically, if you have had a loss in the stock market, if I'm liable from my job to pay, let's say, 2 lakh rupees of tax,
Okay.
right? Whatever the tax is, let's say it comes to 2 lakh.
Okay.
So if I've lost money in trading, technically the government is supporting you by actually reducing your tax,
Okay.
right? Indirectly. So if I come in next year and I make a profit, they will take your profit till date. Lifetime profit is what they're taking. So I'm not paying tax on profit for this year.
And does it work for like all subsequent years as
Yes, yes.
well? Oh,
So it's a great feature to have, right?
So like where can someone read up? Like where can I read up more on this?
That's a good question. I don't
Like, how
know.
did you get to know about this?
I had to talk to a CA for hours.
Okay. Wow.
So I had to talk to a CA and understand that hey, I'm doing this for full time now. Tell me the where can I save tax? So then I understood this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember, so the ISB subreddit is brilliant, right? They have like a bunch of wiki material to read
Yes,
up on
yes,
this.
yes.
And I remember reading there somewhere that like your form changes, like it becomes ITR 3, and then if your total revenue or income, whatever, it's more than 6 crores, then you need to be audited, right? So 6 crores sounds like a lot, but then
Yeah.
again, if you're like in multiple, like 100, 200 quantity, it comes out to be that, if you're a regular trader.
Okay.
But then I talked to an actual CA, and she said that no, it's fine, like normal mein hi ho jayega, which seemed to be very weird. That doesn't make sense. So I feel like that is also kind of like a black box that people don't know about.
See, this is my take on it. I'm an uneducated person in taxes. I'm going to speak from that perspective. Okay. That I think there are a lot of loopholes. I think there are a lot of places where if we educate ourselves and talk to the experts, you'll realize that you can do a lot to save tax. But I think the tax is far lower than your salary. That's what I'm aware. So I think short-term capital gains used to be prior to the budget used to be 15%.
Okay.
Right. So technically, if you're a short-term trader, that is day trader, and you do a buy sell within a year, that's short-term. Then you're paying about 15% of tax in theory. I do not know practically how it works, but I think I have to say that there are a lot of support systems and loopholes where you can really lower your tax.
Okay.
You should probably reach out to these maybe CAs and experts who would know more about this. But it's definitely better than a job. I think in job, the moment your salary is peaking, you're paying close to 30%.
30%.
You get only benefits for 1.5 in reduction on your total income. 1.5. It's not even on tax, right? Or what's it called ATC.
Yeah.
ATC is the
Plus
one
like 50k in like NPS or something.
something.
Yeah.
But there is like very little. Okay. So and I think in trading you'll have more support systems. That's how I see it.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. So hey guys, we had a brilliant podcast. We talked about stock market, tax, startups, job, how you can quit your job, and it was a great conversation with Shoya, and I hope.
Let me do it. So I hope you had fun, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Adil for more podcasts and interesting discussions on how. What's your theme?
Just podcast.
Okay. I hope you guys had a great time watching this podcast. I've had a great time talking to Adil here. Do subscribe to Adil's channel and follow him on his social media for more podcasts and more interesting discussions.
Yeah.
See you.
And I'm gonna link Shoya's channel and Shoya's info in the description as well, so you can check him out as well.
Sure. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Thank you.